Hello everyone and welcome along to the United Drivers League. This is the United Drivers League inaugural IndyCar series. My name is KD1997, or as I was formerly known as Racer X, and we would like to welcome you all to the Daytona Night Race IndyCar edition. So this is going to be quite an interesting race today, as it will be the first time that we will see IndyCars take to the mighty 2.5 mile oval track of Daytona International Speedway. So it looks like some familiar faces that you may have recognized from either from Formula One, from the UDL F1 League, or from the Indianapolis 500 that we had about a few months ago. Pecan 36, who of course is the guy that runs the whole league, the UDL, and also was the SM3 S3M Indy 500 champion last year, and of course he is one of the guys that are the most experienced in terms of driving around an oval track. Snipper Pig, as you may know, won the Indianapolis 500 a couple months ago in the most dramatic way in the final lap. And then of course Intersports, who was who was a former S3M racer himself, actually was the S3M IndyCar Series champion last year as well. Some familiar faces you may recognize from Formula One, from the F1 Series. Corab 04, he'll be racing once again, obviously for IndyCar, and making his official debut in it as well. SSJZ Warrior, a familiar face from the GTE WEX series for the UDL. Well, was for the UDL, if I remember, if so. But anyways, and then you have also Dylan 4243, who participated in the Indianapolis 500. Along with Heffy 1120. Trigger Happy, I think he's a new participant, if I remember correctly, so we'll see how he goes for today's race, and of course making his debut. I think he was also a participant in the preseason race that we had a while back. STX Cone Dodger, who won the preseason race for the IndyCar series a couple weeks ago at the Le Mans Bugatti circuit. X-Driver, who is one of the WEX Series LMP2 drivers, and then Drive the Guard, who also participated in the Indy 500 as well a couple months ago. So the format will look like this, as you can see on your screen. On the left side of your screen, it will be 100 laps around Daytona International Speedway. I think from what I've heard that we're going to do at least a 30-minute qualifying session, but it will be drivers doing a warm-up lap plus 2 hot laps as well. So that is pretty much what it's going to be looking like for today's race. And I already got a comment from Dylan Lewis saying go Pecan. So, good to see some support. Of course, got to give some of the drivers some love, as they will be driving 100 laps around the 2.5 mile of Daytona International Speedway. So I think we should be getting going in maybe in a few moments. I think everyone's all readied up. Just gotta make sure. I think they're doing like their drivers meeting. It's what I'm assuming they're doing. So pretty much once everyone gets going, then we will get going for qualifying at Daytona International Speedway. Now the cars, if you want to know what. Now, most of the cars that everyone's driving in this field are Chevrolets. There's a couple of Hondas in here, but most of them are Chip Ganassi or Penske cars. Okay, there we go. We're all ready to go. So yeah, that's pretty much what the field looks like. Couple of like outside cars as well, like from Ed Carpenter or KVSH Racing, and for example, and that's pretty much what the field will look like. So it looks like we'll all get set and ready to go for qualifying, and we should get ready soon. Daytona International Speedway, of course, is one of the great spectacle ovals in the U.S. as well. Plays host to the Great American Race and stock car racing. Of course, the Daytona 500 for NASCAR, and also does the Coke Zero 400 as well. And of course, another big spectacle event that they also host, the 24-hour Daytona race. And now, but now we get a new chapter in its history books, as we will get to have our first ever IndyCar race at Daytona. So let me go ahead and give you the telemetry. There we go. So you can see exactly where everyone is and what the speedo is, of course. Still trying to get a little bit familiar with it as well. So yeah, so 30-minute qualifying session, and it looks like someone's about to come out onto the track, and I think that's Korab. That's about to pull out from his pit box. If only I can get a good camera angle. That's not a good camera angle. Hold on. It is Korab, isn't it? Because I saw him coming out of the pit box. Or is he just... Let me go on board, because I cannot see. Okay, he's just in the cockpit. Okay, so he's just waiting by the end of the pit exit. Alright, so here we go. Looks like he'll be the first one to set a lap. Actually, no. It is Drive the Guard that's setting a lap first. Weird, I just couldn't tell. It's really weird, but yeah. Two cars will be out on the track at the same time. They will do a out lap, a warm-up lap, and 2 hot laps. So pretty much the same format that you see, that if you watch the Indianapolis 500, that's pretty much what the format will be. So Drive the Guard will be starting off in the first ever lap around Daytona. As, whoa, this car is all over the place and hit the wall at the tri-oval. Now, the cars are going to be experiencing quite a bit of high speeds, going about 225 miles an hour on average around this 2.5-mile oval. On a stock car, it's 195 miles an hour. So it's going to be interesting to see how all 12 of these drivers will deal with all the dirty air throughout the entire race. Now, Drive the Guard will set his first lap down in the NTT Chevrolet, and he sets a 39.0 as his warm-up lap. Okay, wait. There were 2 cars I saw. Okay, never mind. I got so confused because I saw Korab was out there too. Alright, so this will be Drive's first hot lap. I would probably assume that the times we're going to be seeing are somewhere between maybe the 37s, maybe someone will crack the 36s. So here's his first hot lap, and he goes 38.2. So he's a little bit shy of the 37, so he's got one more lap until he can, if he can improve it. And then the next car will come out and do their qualifying session, as he is up by 3/10, so he is looking good already. Try to rub as much of that yellow line as possible down. He's trying to use mostly of the low line. That's definitely where you want to be with these cars. The low line would definitely work, and he's using much of it as possible. So very smart technique there from Drive the Guard, and he goes 37.6. So there you go. That is your benchmark. As Drive the Guard sets a 37.6. Now who will come out next? And it will be, it looks like someone just pulled up. Was that Big Rig or was that Corab? I'm gonna go in the cockpit view just because I can't see. Alright, so it will be, I got a Big Rig that will start his lap right now. Along with Trigger Happy. So I got a Big Rig, is also one of the UDL F1 drivers as well, making his debut for IndyCar and the Pure Tech machine. If that's how you pronounce it, I think that's how you pronounce it. So this will be the start of his warm-up lap as soon as he crosses the line. There you go, all set. And I think Trigger Happy is also following suit as well. So we do have two, so it is 2 cars that's supposed to be out. All right. Ori says he has a 59.3, but obviously that doesn't mean anything. That was a warm-up lap. Into turn 3, now out of turn 4. We'll see if he can maybe bump down, Drive the Guard, or let's see what time he can actually set as he comes across and does a 37.8. So he is 0.2 off from Drive the Guard. So he set a much better lap than Drive the Guard did on his first hot lap. That was Big's first hot lap. Now I think Trigger Happy will be the next one. Trigger Happy is gonna do a 38.0. Also driving in the one of the Ed Carpenter cars as well. Now Big Rig, this will be his second attempt as he crosses the line, and he does not improve. So he will have to stay, or has he got one more lap to do? I thought that was 2 hot laps. Oh, okay. Alright, Trigger Happy. Let's see what he can do as he comes across, and he does a 37.8, so he's just off by 16/1000 of a second from Big Rig. Okay, so Big Rig looks like he has one more. I thought he already did 2. Alright, never mind. So this is his last lap, and he improves, but not enough to get ahead of Drive the Guard. So he sets a 37.7. Trigger Happy is the next one to do his, I think this will be his final lap. And he goes 37.743, 2 1,000ths off of Big Rig. So for the moment, Drive the Guard is your pole sitter for the time being. Logan says, racing at super speedways is very dangerous. Yeah, obviously there's a reason why in real life they don't race Indy cars in super speedways. Of course, in Daytona, you gotta deal with 31-degree banks, which is something that IndyCar is not very familiar with. And the thing is, you're traveling at speeds at 225, 203 miles an hour. Maybe more. But yeah, and also you got all the dirty air to deal with as well, which makes the cars very unstable. So next one it looks like to be is Hefe, and then XTX Cone Dodger will follow suit as well. Oh, one of my good mates, Alex 96, puts a banana cake pie emoji. Alright, so this will be Hefe's first warm-up lap. This will be the warm-up lap for him as he gets ready to go. And Cone Dodger will get his lap going as well once he crosses the line. And like I said, this is one of the 2 Honda cars in the entire field. Most of them are Chevrolets. So Hefe, let's see what he can do in the Honda car, as he does a 37.8. So he's just nearly a 10th off of Trigger Happy. He's got 2 more laps to do it. Cone Dodger, meanwhile, what will he do? He was the winner of the preseason race a few weeks ago. 38.6 was his warm-up lap. Alright, so let's see what Hefe can do on his second lap. This will be his first hot lap, as he is down on his time. And he does not improve, so he will have to try again. Cone Dodger, meanwhile, is up by nearly half a second. So this could maybe crack it. It does crack the 37s. So he'll try. He's got at least a couple more laps to go. Let's see what Hefe can do. It looks like he's down by a 10th from his time. Does he improve? No, he does not improve. So that will be it for Hefe, as he does a 37.8 as his official time. So Cone Dodger, let's see what he can do, as he's up by nearly 1.5 tenths in that Verizon Penske car. And he goes into 4th. So he sets a benchmark of a 37.7 as his time. So Drive the Guard still remains as your pole sitter, at least for now. Next to come out is the bright yellow Menard Chevrolet of Intersport. And then following suit will be Dylan 4243. And of course, if you remember also from the Indy 500 race a few months ago, on the final lap, he was caught in that big crash with Dale the Whale a couple months ago. That's what led to have Sipperpig get the Indianapolis 500 win, as he goes 42.9 on his warm-up lap. So he's got, obviously that doesn't mean anything, so he'll do another lap. Meanwhile, here comes Dylan. He'll get his lap going, and this is his start of his lap. So 55.9. So that was the start of his warm-up. And now let's see what Intersport can do in the bright yellow Menard Chevrolet. Of course, the Penske cars seem to be one of the strongest cars in the field, along with the Chip Ganassi cars as well. 38.0 is the time right now, but he will try again. He's got at least a couple more attempts. And Dylan in the other Honda, let's see what he can do, as he will come across and do a 37.7. So that puts him up into 4th. Now let's do what Intersport can do, and his second attempt on his hot lap. Next time by will be his final lap, as he goes into 2nd with 37.686. So he's not too far from pole. He's got one more attempt to do it. Dylan comes around turn 4, and let's see what he can do, as he will come across and does not improve. So he will have one more attempt to improve that time. Intersport come around the final turns now. This is his final attempt, and he is up by nearly a 10th. So could this be a pole lap in the Penske Menard Chevrolet? And it is pole for Intersport 37.5. So Intersport now is your new pole sitter. But can Dylan say anything about that as he comes around the final turn now? Nope, he does not improve. And he hits the... Oh, my. And in the process, hits the wall. So Dylan will stay in 5th, but Intersport is now your pole sitter, along with Drive Guard, now back down to 2nd place. Big Rig in 3rd, and Trigger Happy in 4th, and Dylan in 5th, with Cone Dodger and Hefe rounding off 6th and 7th. So it will be X-Driver in the Pennzoil Chevrolet, and Pecan, 36, in the Gallagher Chip Ganassi Chevrolet, will start their laps. Driver will start his lap first. And then afterwards it will be Snipper, Warrior, and Korab to do their laps as well. And now driver will start his first lap. So you're gonna race in Kentucky or Iowa in the series? I don't think Kentucky or Iowa are in this game, so the answer is no. So driver is coming across the line now. Does he improve quite a bit? Yes, he does. 37.8 for the time being. Puts him up into 8th. Pecan coming around turn 4. In the Gallagher Chevrolet. Does he have enough to maybe bump himself up into 37s already on his first lap? He does. 37.800, up by 4 1/1000ths over Hefe's time. Now let's follow back to driver, X-Driver in the Pennzoil Chevrolet. And he goes up into 3rd with a 37.6. And I think that was his last lap. So that puts him up into 3rd. So Pecan will do his last lap as he's up by 1.5 tenths. He needs to get to a 37.5 to be on pole. Does he have enough in it? And he does not. A 37.639. And he's got one more lap to do it. By 21 milliseconds at the moment. Number 37.592 is the time that he has to beat, and he is up right now. Coming to the line now, and he will go into pole position with a 37.581. Up by 11 1/1000ths of a second. A good lap on the Gallagher Chevrolet of Pecan and puts him up into pole position. So next up is the 2-time UDL F1 champion and UDL Indy 500 champion Snipper Pig in the Verizon Penske Chevrolet. And I think the next one will be SSJ Warrior, who was the one of the participants in the Indy 500 a couple months ago in the Target Chip Ganassi Chevrolet. Of course, some favorites names I've driven in that car before in the past, like Scott Dixon and Dario Franchitti. Snipper Pig now getting ready to start his lap. And I think Warrior's about to get started as well. I don't think he should have downshifted there. I feel like in Daytona you don't really need to do any shifting. We'll see what he can do. Snipper Pig goes 37.9. That is for his very first lap. So let's see what Warrior can do in the Target Chevrolet. The time they have to get to pole is a 37.581 set by Pecan. And Warrior goes above Snipper with a 37.887. Now let's follow back to Snipper Pig in the Verizon Penske. Comes across the line now, and he goes up by 0.2 and goes to 37.7, so that puts him in the top 5 now. Next to go across the line is SSJ Warrior. Coming to the line now, and he goes, well, he does improve his time, but not enough to gain a position. So it's a 37.831. Here comes Snipper Pig coming back down towards the line. I think this will be his final attempt. Driving in the Will Power car, of course. And he goes up into 4th, so 37.643. Warrior, the last one will come across the line of the group, and then next will be Korab. Warrior up by a 10th, and he's up into the top 5, below Snipper Pig. Very, very close field. All in the 37s, but so far, Pecan leads the way with a 37.581. Now the last car to do his qualifying session is Korab in the KVSH racing car. Of course, Korab also one of the newcomers to the UDL F1 League after the midway of the season. Has showed some pretty good promise from his very first few races he's had so far. But also making his debut in IndyCar, so we'll see how he can follow suit. Pole time he has to get is a 37.581. Top 5, he needs to be above a 37.654. Pole set by Pecan, of course. Coming around towards turn 4. Does Korab have enough to get pole yet? Not yet. He does at a 37.7. So it's a good start for Korab. Got a couple more to go. I think the main goal for trying to get a good lap as well is just trying to ride that low line as much as possible too. That's what I've seen from most of the drivers as well. Wow, Korab, a 37.5. He's deadlocked with Pecan. A 37.581. That's astonishing. He set the exact same time as Pecan did. Now that you hardly ever see in racing. And it looks like he's set to improve it. Does he have enough of it to improve it? Coming to the line, and yes he does. 37.540. Unbelievable lap by Korab. What a way to make a statement. Now the clock says it has 6 minutes left. I think that might be the qualifying over unless some drivers get another attempt. Wow, unbelievable. So Korab is your pole sitter right now. Pecan in second, Intersport in third, Drive the Guard in fourth, and Snipper Pig in fifth. Warrior in sixth, Driver in seventh, Got a Big Rig in eighth, Trigger Happy in ninth, Dylan in 10th, Cone Dodger in 11th, and Hefe in 12th. And that is what your order looks like. I think that might be the end of the qualifying. I don't know. The clock still says it has 5 minutes left. Unless they can do another 10. Oh, I think I heard a car coming out. Wait, hold on. Did I hear a car coming out? No, no one's come out yet. Alright. Never mind. I think the qualifying time may have been a little bit too long. I mean, could they actually end the qualifying, like, right now? If they just retire? Or maybe the last won't count if that happens. Alright, well, I guess while we wait, I'll give you the schedule, too, as well, for what the IndyCar schedule looks like. So, as of today, right now, we are doing the Daytona night race. Next week will be the Circuit of the Americas. And then the third race will be the Long Beach Grand Prix. And then we go to Indy again for the fourth race, being the Indianapolis Grand Prix circuit. Then the Indy 250, so that'll be pretty interesting as well. Road America will be the sixth race. Seventh will be Algarve. Eighth will be Texas, so that'll be the third oval race. Then Watkins Glen, and then the final race will be held in Laguna Seca. So that's pretty much what the IndyCar series looks like for the time being. But of course, tonight will be pretty much the new chapter for Daytona National Speedway, as it will be, well, virtually be hosting the first ever IndyCar race. Right, so we have about 2.5 minutes remaining on the clock. And it looks like we are not doing anything for the time being. I guess they're just all waiting until the clock expires. Yeah, I think the qualifying session may have been a little bit too long for a time. Okay. Well, I guess we can also discuss more schedules. So the UDL will also be returning back to Formula One very shortly as well. August 2nd will be the start of the new season on F1 2020. The first race being the Australian Grand Prix, and then the second being Bahrain. Third will be the debut of the Vietnam Grand Prix at Hanoi. Then China, Netherlands at Zandvoort. Of course, it would be the first time that, well, it would be the first time for Formula One to return there since like the late 1980s. But it'll make its debut virtually. Oh, I hear a car coming out. Hold on. Who is coming out? Oh, that is Dylan. Wait, no, that's... Wait. Well, that's Dylan. Wait, who was... Oh, it was Warrior. Are they allowed to do another lap? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Warrior's 6th and Dylan is 10th. Unless they're doing like a warm-up lap just to get a feel of the track. I don't know. I see another one's come out. Okay, so everyone's now coming out. Well, almost everyone. Snipper's coming out, and so is Cone Dodger. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know why exactly. I don't think I was even aware. So there's now 4 cars on the track. Well, now that make it 5. Because who's the other car that just came out? Oh, bloody Nora. Well, well, that was a spectacular show. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Who was that came out? Was that Big Ray that crashed into the pit exit? Well, Warrior's doing a lap. Okay. I just was not expecting that. And he's going very slowly. Okay, that was an interesting last minute of qualifying. Alright, so Korab is your pole sitter. With Pecan in second and Intersport in third, Drive the Guard in fourth, Snipper Pig in fifth, Warrior in sixth, Driver in seventh, Big Rig in eighth, Trigger Happy in ninth, Dylan in 10th, Cone Dodger in 11th, and Hefe in 12th. And that is your qualifying order. And there we go. We're going to get the grid all lined up. I think we'll be doing it by double file. Obviously, it wouldn't be enough space to do a triple file like you see for the Indianapolis 500 races. And again, this is 100 laps around Daytona in the night. So we are going to experience quite a very big race, but also a new chapter into the Daytona history books. Virtually. So, in case you tuned in, I will give the order again one more time. Korab is your pole sitter. Pecan is in second. Intersport in third. Drive the Guard in fourth. Snipper Pig in fifth. Warrior in sixth. X-Driver in seventh. Big Rig in eighth. Trigger Happy in ninth. Dylan in 10th. XTX Cone Dodger in 11th. And Hefe rounding off the 12-car grid. And that will be your order. And there you go. It looks like everyone's all ready to go. Got all their setups all pre-checked. Let me give you the telemetry up for you guys too. It's going to be interesting to see how the tires deal with the high bank corners as well, since I don't think IndyCar is very familiar with dealing with 31-degree banks. 100 laps around this 2.5-mile oval in the night. Of course, the key to this race, obviously, is you don't want to do anything fancy. Just be patient and also try to avoid as much dirty air as possible, because a lot of these drivers are going to be stuck in the dirty air. So you might want to try to at least get as much clean air as possible, especially when you're traveling at excess speeds of 230 miles an hour all around the track. So drivers are now getting into their rows. Korab will be the lead car, leading the first lap to get underway. Pecan right next to him with Intersport, Drive the Guard, Snipper Pig, Warrior, Driver, Big Rig, Trigger Happy, Dylan, Cone Dodger, and Hefe, all in the 12-car grid. This is the track that has hosted numerous special events. 24-hour Daytona race, the Great American Race of the Daytona 500, and now we are going to see a new chapter into the Daytona history books of the first ever IndyCar race at Daytona. As they approach the line, it's time to go racing from Daytona. Oh my goodness! Oh! That's a chaotic start, and there's 5 cars already in. There's 5 cars that are just destroyed. Driver's one of them, Intersport, Dylan, and I think there was a Penske involved. I think that might have been Snipper. Already we have our first caution after the start-finish line. Where exactly happened to Korab, though? It looked like he retired at the first lap. At the first lap. He might have retired before he even crossed the line. Did he get disqualified? Because I think he did. I think he got disqualified, maybe. Because the green light came on as soon as he crossed the line, which you're not supposed to do. Oh, this is quite a mess. Okay, I think we're going to be starting a new lobby. Oh, dear. This is carnage. Okay. Oh, this is chaos. Okay, so I think we're gonna be starting. I think we're gonna be starting a new lobby from the way it looks. All right, so I think hopefully I got an invite. Okay. Apologies for the inconvenience. Yeah, okay. Alright, so if you did just tune in, there was a little bit of big-time carnage that happened. Well, it wasn't just that, but the main story was because the reason why we're starting is because Korab crossed the finish line before the green flag was waving, which got him disqualified. So, apologies for the inconvenience. We will get going hopefully very, very shortly. Alright, so I think I just got word I got the invite. Also, like, I can't see it obviously because I have the notifications off. Alright, so there we go. Now I'm back to spectator mode again, and we should be all good to go. Hopefully everyone's in their right cars. But yes, a quick reminder too as well, next week we'll be at the Circuit of the Americas. Of course, the IndyCar made their debut there just last year as well. So it'll be a debut also for the United Drivers League as well, for the COTA race as well. I think we're all set to go, hopefully. I think we got everyone all in here, so... Alright. Alright, let's do this all over again. So a quick reminder that Korab was your pole sitter. And yes, the reason why we have to go back into... we had to go to the new lobby was because he crossed the finish line before the green flag dropped. Right, so let's see. We got, well, hopefully we're all good to go. So now the drivers will have to get their setups back up and running again. Of course, that is not the correct order. That will be changed once we get going again. Yeah, Korab is supposed to be a pole sitter. Pecan was second. And then I think it was driver. And then Snipper and Warrior that rounded off the top 5. No. Third was Intersport. Once again, apologies for the inconvenience as well. We will be getting going very, very shortly for the Daytona night race for IndyCar. While we wait, also let me know in the comment section, who do you think will be the race winner for the inaugural race? So, Damage, why, Mr. Damage, what happened? I missed the start. Okay, so what happened was that Korab was the pole sitter. He crossed the start-finish line before the green flag dropped, and he got disqualified, and then a big wreck happened, and yeah, it was just chaos. All right, so pretty much everyone's just going to pull the side and let the order commence. So obviously Korab will have to be in the lead pack. So Pecan first, and then you got, or excuse me, Korab first, Pecan second. Third will be Intersport. And then following him will be, oh, I forgot it was Drive the Guard that was fourth, not Snipper. So it will be so Korab, Pecan, Intersport, Drive the Guard, Snipper Pig, Driver, Warrior, and then I think 8th was Big Rig. And then following him will be Dylan. Then Trigger Happy, and then I think, oh no, it will be, looks like it will be Trigger Happy. Then Dylan. Then Cone Dodger, and then Hefe. Okay. So that is your new order. That is your order. So now we'll just wait until everyone's all formed up. Get the queue up as well. Let me go give you the telemetry. There you go. And hopefully no incidents this time. 100 laps around this 2.5 mile oval. Under the lights, with the cars accelerating on average about 225 miles an hour, is going to be quite a race for sure. Something that has never happened before, an IndyCar race in the super speedway. 2.5 miles, 31-degree bank corners. Of course, like I said before, this is a spectacle race that has hosted numerous events. The Great American Race, the Daytona 500, the 24-hour Daytona race. And now, once again, we have a new kids on the block at an excess speed of 225 miles an hour in the form of IndyCar racing here in Daytona. As the drivers come to the line now, and the green flag is waving, and we are going racing from Daytona. Korab gets a brilliant start off the line, and Pecan slots up behind him. And one kind of separates so far, going out of turn 2 so far. Trying to be patient, trying to get as much clean air as they can. Pecan slipping away right off the bat of the backstretch. Pecan already in the lead. Warrior trying to climb up the field, already up into third place. Someone's gone into the wall. I think that was Trigger Happy. That gone into the wall. Out of turn 3. Oh, here comes driver. He's on the apron now. Pecan does lead the first lap of the Daytona night race. Oh, but Korab with a bad start, down from first to at least. Looks like to be somewhere near the bottom, I think. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, I got mixed up with someone. Okay, so Korab now up to second place. I was focused on another car. Korab up to second. He's alongside with Warrior. Right along the high side. Pretty much everyone's trying to ride the low line so far. Oh, these is getting pretty dicey already. 2 laps are in. So far, everyone seems so good. Whoa! Korab almost hit the wall. Coming out of the tri-oval. I think Korab's trying to follow what I was saying earlier. Try to have as much clean air as he can. Driver kind of looked like he might have slipped back a little bit, though, because here comes Drive the Guard. Coming up almost alongside him as well. He's trying to get there at least. Now Korab slips behind. Now Warrior takes the lead for at least a little bit. Now he's in the lead of the race. It's right now Warrior from Pecan to Korab to Driver and Drive the Guard in the top 5. Intersport, though, up, down to the 6th place after starting in 3rd. Here comes Korab, though, on the high line. Oh, but someone's going into the wall, I think. I think that was Hefe that was in the wall. Okay, so the early car I was mentioning was Hefe, not Korab. Oh, someone's kind of dropped back a little bit. I think 2 cars dropped back. It was Big Rig and Trigger Happy that might have slipped down a little bit. Oh my goodness, more cones are coming. Oh, Hefe spun around. Hefe's in the infield. He's in the infield. Caution, will the caution come out? No, it's staying green. Everyone's staying green. Pecan trying to get the lead back. Snipper Pig might drop down some positions a little bit too himself. But Warrior right now trying to maintain the lead as much as he can. So far, only two cars with 2 rows. So far, it looks like the low line seems to be what's working for everyone so far. I mean, mostly ride the low line. If you ride the high line, there could be a good chance you hit that wall as well. Oh, we got someone slowing down. Oh, that's Hefe. It looks like he lost his front wing. So he's going to have to pit, and he's going to have to go a lap down. Oh, here comes Driver on the inside. He's hitting some cones as well. He almost thought about going below the yellow line. Oh, Korab's in the wall. I don't think he suffered any damage, though. He's still good for the time being. So far, the front of the pack is just on their own so far. A Warrior just in the clear with the clean air around him. Well, so far, we're only 8 laps into this race. Now here comes Driver trying to get involved. Driver now on the outside, and he takes the lead. Pecan slots behind Warrior into 3rd place. Here comes Intersport, though. He's just right along the high side. Now here comes Warrior on the outside this time. Now he's going to try the outside line. Pecan's trying to follow behind him as well. So far, everyone's good so far. Oh, no! Driver's gone! Driver's on his side, and Dylan, oh my goodness me! A Penske car and someone else got involved. Dylan got involved, and I think, was that Snipper? It was Snipper and Driver Caution! Oh! Caution has come out. Caution is out. Oh dear. 4 cars got involved there. Trigger Happy was also one of them, I think. He is disconnected. Oh, that was a massive impact. Snipper does not have a front wing at all. He has got to go in. I think Intersport was also one of them. Hefe obviously will have to go in and... Oh my. I think I saw Driver was involved too, but does he have damage? No, he does not on my screen. Alright, so everyone will go into the pits now. I think most of everyone will go into the pits. Oh dear. Oh no, it was Intersport that got involved. It wasn't Driver, it was Intersport. Oh dear. Oh, is he missing a front right rear tire? Let me look on. Hold on. Let me look. No, he's okay. Oh, you know what? He's probably suffered suspension damage. So Dylan's in the pits, Hefe's in the pits as well, and Snipper will come in as well. Under caution. After 9 laps. Oh dear. Intersport doesn't look too good. And Cone Dodger's trying to give him a... Oh, there you go. They get the Penske teammates to help each other out. That's very cool to see. Oh, don't spin him out, though. So, Cone Dodger's trying to push Intersport into the pits and hopefully to get him back into the race. But it is a long, long way from the pits. I wonder if they're like I wonder if Cone's just like telling him like, you know, I'll push you, but Intersport's like, no, just go ahead. I can't continue. I wonder if he might have had some kind of a terminal damage. Cause wait, let me look at his telemetry. Cause he's barely even hitting the throttle. He must have suffered some kind of an engine damage. His engine must have been cooked. Or completely damaged. Yeah, he's only he's barely like strolling. Oh my, that car is wrecked completely. It all started though from when I think it was him that was in the apron. I saw a car just like instantly fly into the air down in the apron, and then 3 or 4 other cars got involved. This is probably the first time I've ever seen anything like this. You remember the movie in Cars where Lightning pushed King to cross the finish line in his final race? This is what it kind of reminds me of. Yeah, he's got no front wing. His rear wing's completely gone. And I think he also has left rear suspension damage. Because, yeah, he cannot keep that car straight. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Ever in the times I've commentated racing. Of course, it's my first time ever doing an IndyCar race. Well, besides the preseason race. But, yeah, this is my first time ever seeing anything like this. Like, in the virtual side. I've never seen anyone push each other to the pits before. I think Jeff might have enough to get into the pits. Hopefully he does. But he is quite a ways back. I think we'll stay under caution for a little bit longer from the way it looks. So Warrior right now is your race leader. Pecan is in 2nd. Korab is in 3rd. Driver in 4th. Drive the Guard in 5th. Big Rig in 6th. Dylan in 7th. Cone Dodger in 8th. And then Snipper in 9th. Intersport, who's now in the pits. So good news is he made the pit lane. That's good news. Hefe trying to catch up to the field, but he is a lap down. Yeah, and also that's kind of the reason why that crash also replicates why in real life they do not race in Daytona, is because of stuff like that. The good thing is at least it's virtual. I think something tells me we might be going green maybe in another lap or two, I think. I know from what I heard is that the drivers will start if it's a restart, the drivers will start single file. As someone's going to the pits, it's driver that's going to the pits now. Driver's going to the pits. Right now it's just him and Intersport. Hefe will probably have to start a lap down, and that will go the same story with Intersport. Oh my, there's more cones being tossed around. I think also down as well. So only from the way it looks like it's only 7 cars that are on the lead lap. Oh, no, 6 cars on the lead lap. Intersport still remains in the pits for the time being. Obviously, he's just getting. He had a lot of damage that he suffered, so he's gonna have to wait a lot longer to get that all fixed. He was lucky to have his fellow compatriot Cone Dodger to help him out, at least to push him towards the pit entry. Shows very good sportsmanship, which is what I like to see. And the restart queue will be started by the drivers, as they are in a separate chat from me. So once I see them accelerating, that's when I'll know that they'll be restarting again. And I think from the way it looks is that we might restart. All right, here we go, green flag. We are restarting. Now it's Pecan who gets a good start, all the way up to the first. Intersport just came out of the pits now, and he's about 3 laps down. But it's now Pecan from Warrior to Korab, Drive the Guard, Dylan, and Big Rig. And of course, driver as well. Oh my goodness. Drive the Guard was all over the place there at the end of turn 2. Side by side between Warrior and Pecan and Dylan and Korab. Oh, jeez. I forget about the physics about this game where the cars just instantly bounce like trampolines. Oh, Korab's in the wall. Oh, he's getting sketchy there. He almost got a collision there with Big Rig. Oh, Big Rig backed out a little bit. That was a smart move by him to at least do that. Oh my goodness. Drive the Guard's car is just bouncing. Oh my gosh. The physics, I swear. 3 rows of side by side. Whoa! Oh, I can't tell. I'm sorry if I cannot tell if I cannot tell where Drive the Guard is. If he's like in the inside line or if he's just hopping or what, I don't know. That was really interesting. Right now it's Chip Ganassi 1-2 at the moment. Oh, but Dylan's starting to creep up a little bit as well on the inside, down the back stretch. 15 laps are down, and Pecan right now is back as your race leader. I wish I could say the same answer that, Dylan. I don't know. It's PC2 physics. They always do that. It's really weird. Bossman's also joined the chat as well. Welcome, Bossman. Also one of the F1 drivers as well. Oh, we almost think it's seeing 3 wide there for a minute. Dylan's on the... Whoa! My goodness. Dude, the only car that has been bouncing like that has been Drive the Guard's car. That's insane. For anyone that's a lap down, though, the best hope really is to hope for another caution to at least get back on the lead lap. So far, it's just a 5-car shootout between Pecan, Warrior, Dylan, Driver, and Drive the Guard. But the Penske's are not too far away either. Well, at least one of them isn't. Korab down to 8th, though, at the moment. Oh, a bit sketchy there. I can see driver's car being a little bit squirrely there from all that dirty air. He's also trying to find that. Oh, and Korab went to the wall. Whoa! Oh, dearie me. Korab went into the wall there. Yeah, he touched the wall at the entry of turn 1. What are the caution signs? It just means that it indicates like the battles when the cars are close to each other. Driver just slots down back behind Pecan. Oh! I can't even tell what Drive the Guard is, really. With this car just bouncing like a trampoline or a pogo stick. Now keep in mind that these guys are driving at access speeds of 230 miles an hour on race pace. It seems like to me the more advantage right now is to stay on the low line. But if you're on the high side, obviously the main thing you want is clean air. All the dirty air you get on the high line is definitely going to be very costly. You want to ride that low line as much as possible. Oh, we almost saw 3 wide there. That's always a familiar sight in Daytona if you watch NASCAR. We almost got that in IndyCar. So far, Pecan is just pretty much in cruise control at the moment, but Warrior right next to him now. Warrior seems to be taking the lead for the time being. Oh, jeez. Pretty much we only have like, looks like about 4 or 5 groups that have formed. 1 group of 5, 2 groups of 2, and then the rest of it are just singles. "21 laps down, and only, well, 22 laps now down. 79 to go." Oh, that's an interesting camera shot there. Now they're gone a little bit single file now. It looks like they just followed this strategic movement of just staying in the low line, but Driver is staying on the high line because he has no room to at least get in to slot in. Oh, but Big Rig looks like he's thinking about it. Now he rides the high side, right on the outside of Dylan. Oh! Now keep in mind also one of the Penske cars, that is Cone Dodger. He is not one of the lead cars right now. He is a lap down at the moment. no! There goes Big Rig. Oh, he crashed in the wall at the end of turn 4. I think he has damage. Does he have damage? Yeah, he does. He's missing a front wing and he's got suspension damage. But there's no caution. It'll stay green. Now it's just a group of 5 on the lead lap. Warrior, Pecan, Driver, Dylan, and Drive the car. Well, Korab is also on the lead lap too, but he is... Whoa! Okay. I'm sorry if I'm getting a little excited over no reason, because I just don't know exactly where everyone is when they're hopping like that. Pecan now trying to ride the outside this time. Now he's going to try to slot outside. Driver trying to stay behind Warrior as much as possible too. A little bit of draft. Oh, we've got 3 wide action already. It's Warrior, Driver, and Pecan. Driver in the middle of it now. Pecan gets the worst of it. Warrior gets the best of it. And someone's going to the pits already. That's Korab. He must have suffered some damage, I think, to that KVSH racing car. Driver now is in the lead. He's gone ahead of Warrior. Dylan on the outside now. I think so far we've had at least 4 lead changes. It's been Korab, Driver, Pecan, and Warrior. Make that another lead change, I think. Warrior's on the outside now. It's 3 wide again this time. Warrior, Driver, and Dylan this time. On the inside is Dylan. And one of the Hondas in this field. Oh! Oh, that was close. It's almost went off. Hits the left rear tire. And they are approaching fast to one of the Penske cars. I think that is Cone Dodger. That will be soon to be lapped. Or is that Snipper Pig? No, I think that's Snipper. Yeah, it's Snipper Pig. No, Snipper Pig's in the back. No, that's Cone Dodger. Okay. Never mind. I take that back. Dylan now taking the... Oh, no! Dylan's in the wall still! Oh, that's going to cost him a little bit there. Hits the wall there. Still keeps in the wall. Pretty much wall riding through turns 3 and 4. Getting pretty. Oh no! Crash! It's Driver. Driver's gone. Are we staying green? It looks like we are staying green, and Dylan is in the infield. They have not slowed down, so it looks like no caution from the way it looks. It's just Warriors in the lead so far. That was a massive crash from Driver. Oh, his car is screwed. He's got suspension damage. Went to the right side wall. Yeah, there we go. Now we're slowing down. Caution is out. Caution is out. Now everyone's going to pit. And this could help the guys that are at least a lap down. That caution came out a little bit later than I thought it was going to be. How many pit stops are drivers expected to make? That mostly depends, Dylan. Other Dylan. In the comments. It mostly depends. So far, if we were just running green flag the entire time, I would probably assume maybe 2 or 3 pit stops. That would be like my rough guess. But I've never seen IndyCar race in Daytona, so that would be like at least my rough guess. Okay, so driver is now gone to the pits, so he will stay on the lead lap, I think. Actually, no, he is now a lap down. At least for now. It's only 5 cars. But you know who this helped more? Cone Dodger. Now he's back in the lead lap. And catching up to the queue as well. So this will help him quite a lot. So Cone Dodger looks like he looks like to be the lucky dog to get the free pass and is on the lead lap. So pretty much what it looks like is going to be a 5-car shootout. At least for the time being. So far we've had 31 laps down and only 80 more to go until we reach the checkered flag. Still we're not even halfway to the race yet. Yeah, so Snipper, Corab, Driver, Hefe, Big Rig, and Intersport are the cars that are currently down from the lead laps. Snipper and Corab are down a lap, and Driver, Hefe, Big Rig, and Intersport look like to be 2 laps down from the way it looks. Alright, so it looks like we got the queue all set. But Driver's still in the pits, obviously repairing the damage. Now the lead cars are coming to the pits. Of course, get a new set of primaries and also get some more fuel added on as well. So maybe they can actually get back to the lead lap, some of the cars behind. So we'll see who comes out first, though, of the pit stall, or the pit lane. Looks like Driver just got out of the pits from the way it looks. So Driver's out. Pecan looks like... I wish they would give me a better angle than this, but looks like Pecan got ahead of Warrior, so Pecan is on the lead, is now the leader again. Warrior comes out in second, and Dylan in third, with Guard in fourth, and Cone in fifth. So it's a new change in the lead. So far, those cars are not even close to the queue. Just one queue on one side and one queue from the other side. All right, so now the queue's coming. So Corab is back on the lead lap as well, on the way it looks, according to the intervals. So right now it's only 6 cars on the lead lap. The rest are still down. Okay, so it looks like we'll have the queue all set up. Single file, of course. This will be the second restart. Pecan will lead it off once we get under green. And also, if you just tuned in, Trigger Happy, who was also in this race as well, it did retire after the first caution about over 20 laps ago. And it looks like we got more cars in the pits. It is Big Rig and Intersport, so they are going back into the pits again. So we'll have to wait one more lap until we can get back under green flag conditions. And also thanks to everyone the 8 people that have been watching this race so far and tuning into the first ever UDL IndyCar Series race. What better way to do it than the classic Daytona International Speedway? Something totally unfamiliar to IndyCar. Of course, the track that has hosted the Great American Race, the Daytona 500 in NASCAR, the Coke 0400, the 24 Hours of Daytona, Monster Energy Supercross, Global Rallycross Championship, you name it. This track has got a lot of history and a lot of events that it's hosted over the course of its history. Of course, this is also where the birthplace of NASCAR took place back in the 1920s. Pecan will lead off the field in the Gallagher Chip Ganassi Chevrolet to get started once again, to get back under green flag racing once again here in Daytona. So far it's Pecan from Warrior to Dylan, Drive the Guard, Cone Dodger, Korab. They're on the lead lap, but Snipper Pig, Hefe, Driver, Big Rig, and Intersport are down the lead cars. Korab pretty much got safe from that caution from the way it looks, too. And looks like we're getting back to under green. Green flag. F for Papa. That was from Damage. I'm assuming he's referring to Intersport. Oh, here comes Warrior on the outside. He's definitely got him this time. Warrior's now back in the lead again. That Target Chevrolet in the lead. Now here comes Dylan on the outside. This will probably be the first time that Dylan has led a lap in this race, if he can hold it. And there are the Penske's as well, but one of them is on the lead lap. Pecan a little bit all over the place. He tries to stay behind Warrior for now. Forum definitely lost a lot of time after that restart, too. Oh, and Dylan's in the wall at turn 2. Oh, he's still in the wall there. Oh, Pecan now trying to go on the outside. Pecan trying to hold the outside line at least. There's really one on the outside. At least from the lead cars. So far, it's just been Warrior, Pecan. Whoa! Oh, jeez, a massive crash. Whoa, I think that was Hefe. Yeah, it was Hefe. Got in a tangle with Korab. We stay green. Whoa. Yeah, 3 wide behind. There's Driver involved. Our driver is a lap down. Remember that. He's not the lead car. Korab definitely cut in front of Hefe coming before turn 1 out of the tri-oval. In case you were wondering what exactly. Oh, there's Big Rig in the wall. And here comes the Penske cars too, following suit. Hefe slowing down. He's got a lot of damage when he hit the inside wall. Driver's just blocking off Warrior, thinking that he's at least a lead car, but he's not. This is also helping drive the guard get involved as well. He's right behind that target car. We haven't seen him at least be in the lead yet. Now here comes Warrior to the outside. He just wants to get ahead of that Pennzoil car. Oh, and Dylan goes to the below the yellow line. I think he might have got loose there at the end of turn 2. Driver's just thinking that he's at least the lead car. At least the time being, even though he's a lap down. He's the lead lap now, but he's kind of loud. He's got to try to make up a lot of time if he wants to get on the lead lap. The only thing he can hope for right now is a caution to at least get him back into the race. Cone has definitely lost a lot of pace too. A couple weeks ago, he was like the best car out of everyone in the Bugatti circuit. So far, he hasn't really. So far, he's kind of diminished a little bit. Oh, Dylan just all over the place there at the front stretch. He definitely wants to try to go on the inside, but obviously Drive the Guard is trying to block him off as much as he can. Drive the Guard also is in the lead now. Now Drive the Guard is in the lead for the first time. But he's got Driver that's blocking him off so far. Almost there to the halfway stage. Drive the Guard is currently your race leader and it leads the lap. Konos just at the fastest lap of the race. Now Warrior gets back into the lead. What's helping Warrior though too is not just Driver blocking off Drive the Guard, but also the clean air is helping him out too. Now Pecan wants to get involved. Korab's now involved as well. He's finally back up to the lead pack. The Penske's, though, are not too far away, though, too. Cone Dodger's right behind Korab. A little bit further away from the lead pack. Jeez, this is getting pretty dicey. It's getting dicey too, even with Driver involved, and he's not even the lead car. He kind of wants to try to go more the outside too. He kind of got towards the wall. Big Ray is trying to get involved as well, and he's not even in this. He's not even close into this race yet. He needs at least a couple cautions to at least help him out. He wants to get back into the race. Whoa! He gets a little bit squirrely there at the end of turn 2. Oh, a little slight contact, I think, between Driver and Warrior there too. Coming out of turn 4. But Warrior's just trying to play that high side to his advantage since he knows that Driver's a lap down. Oh, Drive the Guard's now trying to get more into it. He's so far, he has got to be absolutely fuming though with Driver in front of him. Especially with him being a lap down. Oh, that's close! Wow, that was a close one between Warrior and Drive the Guard. Dylan gets a little bit loose there at the end of turn 4. Drive the Guard now takes the lead back. Oh, and Core up to the grass! No! Oh, dearie me. Caution's out. Oh, Korab hit the grass and then went up to Pecan at the end of the tri-oval. Caution is out. Caution is out. Everyone's got to slow down their pace. Whoa. that was definitely Korab's fault there for hitting the grass. But this also helps Snipper Pig and Driver too. They can get back on the lead lap. Wow. It's like deja vu almost all over again when Pecan had that incident with damage in the Indy 500. And he's got no front wing, but at least the car is still moving. Oh, he's got a lot of suspension damage too. That's why that car's just been zigzagging. Oh, and he almost got one of the Penske's as well. That was Cone, I think. No, that was Snipper, I think. He had to go to the grass. But Snipper's now back on the lead lap. Korab goes to the pits, however. He must have suffered a bit of damage as well. However, though, from the way it looks, Pecan could be a lap down, maybe. Depending on how bad the damage is. It looks pretty severe to me. That was quite a nasty hit. Shawson says, poor Pecan never gets a break. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Alright, so Peacock's in the pit stop now. Yeah, from the way it looks like we will be a lap down. Now we have 7 cars in the lead lap. Snipper is now in part of the lead pack as well. Pecan, Big Rig, Intersport, and Hefe are the cars that are down. But Hefe's down quite a lot as well. The Drive the Guard is now your permanent race leader for now. Warrior, Dylan, Cone Dodger, Driver, Snipper now, and then Korab as your lead pack. With 46 laps down and almost at the halfway mark of the race. Already seen 3 cautions come out so far. And now some of the cars are going to the pits. As it's Driver that's going to the pits, and it looks like Dylan and Warrior followed suit as well. They did. Big Rig, Intersport, FA, and Korab stay out. So Korab is now your race leader. And I think he has a good reason to, because he pitted not too long ago in the second caution. So this definitely helped Korab back into the race lead. If only I could see the cars in their pit stalls. I don't know why this game gives me this angle. So who comes out first? So Warrior comes out first. Dylan behind him. Drive the Guard, Cone, Snipper, Driver, and then Pecan's still waiting, as he's got a lot of damage still in that Gallagher Chevrolet, and he will be a lap down. 7-car pack. It'll be a 7-car chase now for the race win. But still got quite a bit of racing to go. Oh, so Korab, wait, why is Korab going back? Oh, yeah, because since he didn't pit, he has to give it back. That's right. Okay, so Warrior is now back as your race leader. I forgot about that. Okay, so Korab retains his position, but he's still one of the lead lap cars. 7 lead lap cars, only 4 of them are down for the time being. So right now the running order is Warrior, Dylan, Driver, Cone Dodger, Snipper, Driver, Korab, and that's it for the lead pack. And it looks like someone else is going into, and it is Intersport. So he is going back into the pits, probably to get new primary tires and a little bit of fuel. But this restart definitely helped well, not the restart, but the cautions definitely helped out the Penske cars, that's for sure. Definitely helped Snipper and Driver to get back into the lead lap. I think the queue should be coming now, so I think once we come around the final corner, we should be able to get back under green flag conditions again. So far, this first ever IndyCar race at Daytona has been a race that has seen quite a bit of action so far. Seen some caution, seen some heavy crashes though. The biggest one was the first one. We had that 4-car pileup that involved Hefe Intersports and Snipper. I think Korab was one of the cars as well that got involved. If I remember correctly. Oh, no, sorry, not Korab, Trigger Happy. So, we shall get the race underway again. Warrior will lead the green flag once it drops for the restart, and green flag, we are back under racing again. There's a single file, but Pecan and Korab are side by side again. Whoa, and Dylan with a big run there. And he takes the lead. Wow, what a run there by Dylan. On the outside. This is his first time now in the lead. Warrior lost a little bit of ground, and now here comes Drive the Guard on the outside. Seems like the Highline's now working for them. But Drive the Guard led that lap. Oh my goodness! Whoa! I thought there was going to be another incident there. Oh no! A crash! Let's Drive the Guard! Oh, caution's out again. Drive the Guard got involved. I think someone else did too. Who was that? Was that Dylan? I think that got involved. Yeah. Oh my goodness. There's debris everywhere too. Lost it coming out of turn 2. So we're back under caution again for the 4th time. Oh my goodness. How bad was Drive the Guard's damage? I'm thinking he has lost his front wing, and I think his rear wings. Yeah, you know, his car is completely like torn a bit. He's gonna have to go to the pits. But you know what? Intersport's not back in the lead, back in the race. He's now the lucky dog. So now all the Penske cars are in the lead lap, thanks to the cautions. Drive the Guard will go into the pits. Obviously get the damage repaired on that NTT Chip Ganassi car. Warrior now back in the race lead again. My goodness. What an interesting 50 laps we've had so far. Meanwhile, I'll read the comments real quick. Spazzer says, did Pecan wreck Hefe? No, it wasn't. No, Pecan didn't wreck Hefe. Hefe got involved in another incident with other cars on the first caution. Spazzer says, missed out. The smiley emoji. Shawsome, what is going on? I'm assuming in terms of, like, maybe the physics of the game. Sometimes I get confused myself, too. And then Damage says, poor Dylan. Yeah, definitely big F for Dylan. Big F for Dylan and drive the guard. So, the Penske cars are on the lead lap. They are back in the picture. Now that I was not totally expecting. And there you go. There is Intersport in the background. Now on the lead lap in that Menard Chevrolet. Drive the guard will retain the lead lap as well. But Pecan, Big Rig, and Hefe are still down. Pecan down a lap, and I think Big Rig at least down by 2 laps. In order for Pecan to get back in the race is if we have another caution. If that happens, he'll be back into the race again. So Big Rig is in the pits. So he's going to be further down. I'm actually shocked that Drive the Guard actually didn't suffer more damage than that. But what it looked like to me was that he got loose at coming out of turn 2 and then just crashed into Dylan. So yeah, that's basically what was the cause. Green flag, and we are back into racing again. It's now Warrior from driver to Cone Dodger and Snipper Pig. And Dylan as well. Wait, Dylan? No, that can't be right. Okay. I don't know why the telemetry just... Anyways. So right now, it's the Penske cars in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and 5th as well. On the outside is Dylan. He's on the high line. Warrior's on the low line. The only lead Honda in the field as well. Driver's trying to do quite a bit of interesting taxes there to block off Dylan. Everyone's got a little bit of a group forming too as well. Soon to be 55 laps down, and Warrior still remains the race leader. See Pecan there in the middle of that skirmish as well, but he's currently a lap down. He just has to pray for a caution to come out. That's the only way that's going to help him get back into this race. far, pretty much everyone's in single file for the time being. No evasive maneuvers yet. It's just pretty much everyone just trying to stay patient as possible. Of course, they're trying to ride the low line as much as possible as well. Intersport on the high side, though. So Intersport's trying to get back into this by using the high line at least. He's the only car, at least on the high side. Now Driver's trying to get on the high side as well. Anything better? Oh, there's Korab. Oh, wow, he is way down the field. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize Korab was actually that far down. I thought he was in the lead pack. Red versus red in the 1 and 2. One of them a Chevrolet, one of them being a Honda. What's not helping Dylan though is that he's using the dirty air that's from Warrior's car. Has definitely not been helping him, I would say, trying to get by that Target Chevrolet. I mean, can you imagine what it'd be like if you did this in real life, going 230 miles an hour on a super speedway? I think that would be probably the scariest thing ever. Driver on the outside now this time. Pecan on the outside as well. He's on the high side of, right next to Intersport. Driver now on the outside. Still. Seen them do the high side, get the high side work before. But so far, it looks like everyone's just trying to be patient, see what happens. Dylan now trying to think about going outside this time. 41 laps to go. Driver now on the inside. Dylan, though, has lost a little bit of time, though, going on that high side. Driver has got a pretty good run going as well. Ooh, racing still. Been some good racing so far. Pecan, though, right in the action as well. But remember, he is a lap down. Oh, no! It's Dylan again, and Driver's involved again. A Penske car is... Another Penske car involved, and Driver is upside down. Caution is out. I think that's Cone that got involved as well. I think. Or was that Snipper Pig? I think it was Snipper that got involved. Whoa. Driver is upside down. Or was upside down. Second time that both of these guys have gotten involved. But this is benefit to Pecan now. He is now back in the race. Six cautions. Who would have guessed 6 cautions after 60 laps so far? Wow. Warrior still remains the race leader. Cone in second and Intersport in third. And there you see Dylan and Driver gonna get going to the pits too. Oh, they were heavily wrecked there. I saw Snipper got it in sort of an incident as well. Maybe he probably didn't suffer any damage. He's lucky. Whose fault was that, I'd probably say. I think that was mostly, for the way it looked, I think that was mostly, it looked like Dylan came across a little bit. Came across from Driver, I think. I think that's what led to that horrific crash. I think that's like, what is that, the third time we've seen it at the front straight? Jeez. You might as well replicate Bristol for NASCAR. With how many cautions we've had so far. But of course, if you're in Bristol, it'll be double than what's going on. So yeah, driver will come out in 8th. He'll be a lap down. Dylan will be a lap down as well. But Pecan back in the race on the lead lap. And there you see Dylan on the backside of your screen. He's definitely coming back. He's coming right behind Pecan. Oh, what is he doing? I guess he wanted to test a little bit of the road course. Of course, that is a part of the section of the 24-hour road course, in case you did not know that. Let me go through the comments again. Spazzer says, poor Hefe. And then Dylan says, Dylan Lewis, Pecan is back in the back in it. Yes, he is back in the race. The caution definitely saved him this time. So who's going to the pits? Oh, it looks like Warrior's going to the pits. And I think looks like Drive the Guard is following suit as well. Going back into the pits. 3 cars in the pits. Now we got 4, 5 cars. 4 cars. My bad. I said 4. Alright, so it's Warrior Dylan, Drive the Guard, Pecan. Oh, now it's 5 cars. Pecan and Big Rig. Cone Dodger is now your race leader. Your Sport in 2nd, Snipper in 3rd, and Driver in 4th. So right now it's Penske 1, 2, 3, and 4. So far, a Penske domination if you were to restart the race. And also a quick reminder too, next week will be the IndyCar race at the Circuit of the Americas. So it'll be at 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the UDL YouTube channel. And I will also be commentating that race, and also for the entire IndyCar series as well. So I think we got everyone in now. So it looks like as soon as Cone gets towards the line, we will go back under green flag racing again. So now turn 4, and looks like we will get underway once again. Okay, so far we have 8 cars on the lead lap. Big Rig, Korab, and Hefe are the only cars that are down. Big Rig needs a caution if he wants to get back in it. Green flag, we are back under racing conditions again. Cone actually got a much better start this time. Intersport is now entangled with Snipper Pig. But Cone just absolutely just floored it. He's gone already. Half a second on the restart. Coming to the outside, it looks like that's Hefe coming to the outside. Of Snipper Pig. Pecan right behind Warrior for the time being. All the cars trying to be in the middle of the middle, trying to go into the low line as much as they can. On the high side is Intersport. Hefe's on the high side as well, but he is a few laps down. Looks like he's hitting the wall quite a bit as well. Come out of the turn 4. Snipper right alongside Intersport. The two Verizon cars right in the single file on the low line. So far, Snipper rides along to the second place now. Riding that low line. He's got him a little bit away now from Intersport. Now Intersport has got Warrior involved as well. Dylan now coming into the picture. Oh, this is getting dicey already again. Snipper might have made a little bit of a mistake, I think. Coming out of the tri-oval. Intersport right next to him. Now Intersport got a good run out of that too. Now we're going to see 3 wide again. Dylan in the middle this time. Dylan on the outside, and he takes the lead. What a run by Dylan. A Honda now in the race lead. What a massive run by Dylan. Oh my goodness me. No, driver. Oh, jeez. And Warrior's involved too. Caution's out. Oh my goodness. And his car is on the side. Oh. That was a lot of rub on the low line there between driver and Snipper. Penske cars taking them out. Oh, was that Hefe? Who was that? It was upside down. Was that Cora? Yeah, it was Cora was involved. Oh, jeez. Not even 2 laps after the restart and already have another caution. 7 cautions. Oh, dear. Again at the tri-oval. Most of the cautions that we have seen has come from the tri-oval. But I think this also allows now to have Big Rig back into the race. He is back in the race. So now Big Rig's in the race. That was, oh my goodness. So Snipper's going to the pits. Clearly he's got a lot of damage, especially to the front wing. And I would say also front right suspension damage. Someone else is coming in too. Who is that? Drive the Guard, I think? Yep, it is Drive the Guard. Oh, he missed. Oh, jeez, he missed his pit stall. And that's a common error too, and PC2 missing your pit stall. Wow. And we're almost 30 laps to go. Dylan is now your race leader. He had a great run, too, a couple laps ago on that high side out of turn 2. That was impressive. And we now see one of the Hondas in the lead in the Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing car. My goodness. Daytona has been something else so far for these new boys. There you see Snipper on the background, and there's Drive the Guard as well. Driver and Warrior still in their pit, in the pit lane. But what a help also for Big Ray. Now he's back into the race. How crazy. How crazy are these turn of events so far. I think we'll get going maybe by lap 70 or 71 is when the green flag will come in. And Korab also followed suit into the pits as well. And I think from the way it looks, we might... Oh, there we go. We see everyone coming to the pits. Dylan's coming in. So is Cone, Intersport, Pecan, Snipper, and Drive the Guards. So they are going back into the pits. But Big Rig stays out. Wait. Hold on. Alright, so who's going to come out first? What it'll come down to. And it looks like to be Dylan that came out first. I wish they would give me a better camera angle when if I could see them in the pits. But Dylan is in first at Pecan, now up into second place. After having a horrific crash over 10 laps ago, is back up into second. Interesting turn of events, like I said before. Very interesting. The caution, the last caution definitely helped them out. This one helped that Big Rig, but now Driver is down a lap. Warrior is also down a lap as well. I think from the way it looks on the intervals, so. Everyone's coming out of the pits now, and I think we should begin under green flag racing momentarily. Warriors now gotta try to catch up to the queue. And there you are, there you see him in the background. But Driver and Warrior are the only competition for themselves. 7 cars on the lead lap. Dylan, Pecan, Intersport, Cone Dodger, Snipper Pig, Drive the Guard, Big Rig are your drivers in the lead lap. Dylan will lead them off, and we shall get under green flag racing with 30 laps to go. Oh, Korab's also retired. I did not catch that. Korab did retire in the pits. So we are now down to 10. And we are green, green, green. Econ right behind Dylan. He had a good jump as well. So did Intersport. He got a pretty good jump as well. Right now it's a 3-car shootout. Dylan trying to get Pecan away from the traps, pretty much. A little bit of weave there in the backstretch, trying to do a little recreation of Simon Pagano and Alexander Rossi back in the 2019 Indy 500 for the way it looks. Korab has left as well. Very unfortunate race for him after starting on pole position. Where are the other Penske's? There they are, right behind Hefe. got to try to get by him as quickly as he can, too, if they want to get back into the lead front pack. Right now, it's a 3-car shootout with Pecan, Airsport, and Dylan, with Dylan in the race lead. So far, I hope you have enjoyed this night race, because this night race has been absolutely crazy and interesting at the same time. In the inaugural UDL IndyCar series at Daytona Beach. Whoa, and Dylan goes very wide at the exit of turn 4. Still holds his position, though. So far, Dylan's got some pretty good race pace from the way it looks. Separating himself a little bit from Pecan. Pecan trying to get a little bit of clean air as much as he can. Trying to ride the low line, but also rubbed a little bit of apron in the process. As Hefe, oh, he retired the car, so he's out of the race. So now we're down to 9. Oh, caution's out. Oh, jeez. It's Big Rig and Driver. Drive the guard. Or not Driver, drive the guard. That got involved. Oh, dear. That is definitely suspension damage. And, oh, and his part of his front wing is gone for good measure. And the rear wing as well. Oh, my. So they must have clashed somewhere in turn 3. Oh, dearie me. Alright, so that means Big Rig will have to go in the pits, and he could end up being a lap down. But that also means Driver and Warrior are back in, well, actually, no, not Driver. Not Warrior, but Driver is back into the race. So he is now back on the lead lap. I think we've had, what, maybe 4 cautions in a 15-lap span? Jeez. If only this game had a safety car, like an actual safety car that would come out. Maybe the safety car would be your lead car, I don't know. With all these cautions that are coming out. I wonder if anyone's going to go in the pits, maybe for their last pit stop. From the way it looks, I think that's the case, because I see Dylan going to the pits, and he is. Dylan's going in, and looks like 2 other cars are following him. And that is Drive the Guard, and I think also Warrior. Yep, Warrior and Big Rig are. So Dylan, Drive the Guard, Big Rig, and Warrior are in the pits. Big Rig after being in the lead lap didn't have to wait after 2 laps, and then now he's down a lap again. Now he just needs the caution to save him. But Pecan is now in the race lead again. With Intersport behind him, and Cone Dodger, Snipper Pig, Driver, Dylan. Drive the Guard, Big Rig, and Warrior is your order right now. But only, from the way it looks, 5 cars on the lead lap. I think as soon as Big Rig comes out of the pits and gets the queue, we should be able to get back under green flag conditions again. So yeah, quick reminder too also, if you want to know the rest of the schedule, if you just tuned in, the next race will be at the Circuit of the Americas for the IndyCar Series race at COTA, and then following that will be in Long Beach for the Long Beach Grand Prix of Long Grand Prix of Long Beach. And we are back under green flag racing conditions again. Pecan in the lead from Intersports, Cone Dodger, Snipper, and Dylan. Driver and Drive the Guard are in the lead lap as well in 6th and 7th. On the outside is Dylan. Dylan's got another good run. My goodness me, what's in that car? He's in the lead again. Wow, what a run by Dylan. What's going into that car? He's had 2 good restarts after all that. It's like anytime he gets a good restart, he just is just immediately in the lead. Wow. So right now it's Dylan for Pecan, and on the outside of him is Driver. Side by side on the other, right behind them as well is Intersport and Warrior. Driver now moves ahead of Pecan, and Driver moves up into 2nd place. Pecan drops down into 3rd. Now it's just a shootout between... Oh, Driver almost lost it there at the end of turn 2. Oh, that was close. Driver on the outside still. He'll have to hold the outside line at least for the time being. Oh, jeez. These guys are getting squirrely there. Even though they're not dealing with that much of the dirty air. I wonder if the tires may be getting somewhat involved in that. Getting loose. Struggling for traction. There goes a run. What a run there by Driver. Finding that high line out of turn 2. He moves into the lead. And now Warrior's right behind. Oh wait, but Warrior's is down a lap. Forgot to mention that. Oh, Drive the Guard. Got a little bit squirrely there. But he is on the lead lap, right next to Pecan. There's Big right behind him as well. But he's way down the field as well. He's a lap down. $20 laps to go. And so far, it's a 4-car shootout. Right now, it's the Pennzoil of Driver. Oh, Dylan. Oh, so close. He clipped the apron there at the end of turn 4. He's right below the yellow line now. Now he just cuts back up to the right side of the line. Drive the Guard is going to deal with another lap car ahead of him too. Pecan trying to go to the outside. He's right behind him now, and now he tries to fall into the middle line. Now cuts in front of Big Rig. Oh, jeez. Warrior and Drive the Guard. In the wall there at turn 2. Oh, and Warrior's got a heel. He did a heel clicker. Or was that Drive the Guard? That was Drive the Guard. Oh, he's wrecked. How did he do that? I don't think he hit him, did he? At least on my end, it didn't look like it. But we are staying green. Nope, never mind. We are slowing down. Caution is out. And Warriors back in the lead lap again. I don't know how to explain that one. Because it looked like to me Drive the Car did not hit. I don't think he hit anybody. Unless, like, on his end that he hit Warrior on the back end of Warrior's car. I don't know. Maybe if I wrote cockpit view, maybe that would have, like, helped me out a bit, but no. Now Warrior's in the lead lap again, and pretty much it just swapped places. Warrior on the lead lap, and Drive the Car looks like he'll be a lap down. And we have only 17 laps to go. And looks like also Big Rig is going to the lead lap as well. So Big Rig is on the lead lap. And that just leaves Drive the Car a lap down. So the order will be Driver, Dylan, Pecan, Intersport, Cone Dodger, Snipper, Warrior, Big Rig. And I think we should be getting going maybe by the next lap. Once we have 15 laps to go. Where's Drive the Car? Is he behind the queue? Yeah, he is behind the queue. So yeah, we should be getting going by this lap. By the time we come across, it'll be 15 laps to go. We'll see if we can keep going, or we might see another caution coming out, but only time will tell. We hope to end this maybe on a 15 laps of green. But what a good what a good way to start though for the start of the season for IndyCar here in the United Drivers League. Quite an eventful race here in Daytona. Alright, so we should be seeing them coming out of turn 4, and we should be getting back into green flag conditions once again. With Driver in front, Dylan in second, Pecan in third, and Intersport in fourth, Cone Dodger in fifth, Snipper in sixth, Warrior in seventh, and Big Rig in eighth. They are the cars on the lead lap. Drive the Car is the only car on a lap down. And here we go, green flag, back under green. Drive the Car got a really good start there, and so did Dylan and Pecan. Dylan's gonna ride that outside line once again. Riding the outside line, and he takes back the lead. Dylan with another amazing restart. Back into the lead again. Now here comes Pecan on the outside. He thought about going on the outside there, but now Driver's gonna try to jump on the outside line as well. Hanging on so far, the only Honda in this field, and he's so far leading in the pack. Driver on the high side line. trying to defend off Pecan as much as he can. Oh, a little bit of skirmish there. On the outside is Driver. Does he want to try to ride that outside line and will it work for him? It looks like no, not for the time being. Everyone's just trying to stay single file from right behind those two. Driver now going the outside. Still. Dillon still holds his position. Driver trying to get as much clear as he can, but he knows it's not working, so he's going to try to at least get the draft up and running for him, at least so he can try to get a good run off of Dillon. By the time I come across, 13 laps will be left in this race. And so far, it's a 4-car shootout. But we could see the other Penske's in 5th, 6th, and 7th maybe get involved as well if they can at least get up there. Pecan now trying to run on the outside, on the backstretch. Does he have enough in it? No. He's just going to hold off at least the high line, at least for now. Everyone doing okay so far for the time being. Big Ray looks like he lost a lot of ground somehow. I'm not sure exactly, but he's being held by Drive the Guard at the moment. Here's the inside line to Pecan. He's going to try to go the inside. Stays on the inside line, at least for the time being. He's going to ride behind the Honda. Now he's in 2nd. 10 laps to go into the Daytona night race. Dillon's still leading the way. Pecan right behind him as well. Driver wants to try to get involved. Doesn't want to go the high side. He's just going to have to stay behind, at least for the time being, behind the Gallagher Chevrolet. Nine more laps to go. Everyone's still holding their positions, at least for now. Could we see this go down to the wire, like we saw in Indy a couple months ago? Driver on the high side, trying to ride the high side right next to Pecan. Dillon still holding his ground. Of course, Dillon, the only lone Rahal Letterman Lanigan racing car in this field as well. The only lone Honda as well, leading the pack with the Chevrolets right behind him as well. Driver on the outside still. Pecan on the low side. Still managing the positions. Seven more laps to go. Driver's trying to do as much as he can to get that clean air, but somehow it's not even working for him. That high line, it doesn't work. At least for that Penske, so he's going to have to try to adjust to the low line if he can. Maybe try to pray for a mistake. Pecan trying to bide his time as much as he can too behind the Honda. Down the back stretch, it's still single file. Looks like everyone's trying to wait maybe until the final remaining laps, maybe. Dylan doing a really good job so far, just trying to hold that inside line as much as he can, because they know the cars behind him can get good runs there on the low line. 5 laps to go into the Daytona night race. On the high side is Warrior. Pecan has a pretty good run. He's going to try to go on the outside on the backstretch. He stays behind. He thought about going on the outside for a bit. Four more laps to go until we get to the checkered flag. Dylan still remains the race leader, doing a great job holding them off. You know that low line can be useful for a lot of these drivers. He just needs to hold off. He needs to hold the line. If he can do that, he can have a good chance of winning the race. The high line does not seem to be working in a lot of cases for the others. Warrior tries to ride the high side. Oh, Pecan a little bit loose there. 3 laps to go. This is close. Oh, a little skirmish there between driver and Pecan there on the backstretch. On the outside is the Penzo Ovensky. Down the low line. 2 more laps to go as we cross the line. Warrior, oh, it's not Warrior, but driver gets a little bit wide there. 2 laps to go. Cole's trying to get involved as well. He's closing in a bit. Warrior's on the low line. Has he got 3rd place? I think he has. He has got 3rd place. Cole now trying to go on the outside. Out of turn 2. Now here comes Intersport on the outside. Snipper's trying to get involved as well. When they come across the line, final lap will be waved. Here we go. Final lap. White flag is out. Dylan in the lead. Pecan right behind him. Warrior right behind him as well. It's a 3-car shootout. Pecan on the high side. Trying to ride as much as he can. Out of the turn 2. Down the back stretch for the final time. Warrior trying to get on the outside. Pecan's not trying to let it happen. Warrior's trying to be on the outside as much as he can. Dylan's still running that low line. And a big crash. It's driver that's gone out. But still green. Dylan's maintaining the lead. And I think he's got it too. Dylan will win the Daytona night race. Pecan falls behind, and Warrior in 3rd, and Snipper in 4th. And a massive crash there. Wow. Big Rig also moved up to the 5th too after that massive crash. Intersport had a deja vu moment, like he did in Indianapolis, crashing on the final lap. And he did this driver this time instead of Dale the Whale. Dylan, though, in the lone Honda, wins the Daytona night race. Pecan in 2nd, Warrior in 3rd, and Snipper in 4th, and Big Ray round off the top 5. A good day for Ray Hall, Letterman, Lanigan Racing. The only one, too, in this field. What a race. What a race. Whew. Wow. What a race to, especially doing my first ever commentary game for IndyCar. That was insanely good. That those final laps were good. All right, I think that will conclude it, this stream here. But Dylan wins the first ever IndyCar race here in Daytona, the first ever race in the first ever series of IndyCar here in the United Drivers League. My name has been KD1997. We will see you next week at the Circuit of the Americas in the Lone Star State of Austin, Texas. Take care, everyone, and have a great rest of your weekend.